This year, Minnie is more, she's more confident. She comes in the beginning of the series. She's kind of found herself and her little niche with her friends.
Matty in Series 6 is, I think, the best way to describe him is as a three-dimensional personality.
I think this series is very much about Frankie finding out what relationships are and experimenting with her own sexuality.
He's a bit of a leader of men now, because he sort of seems to lead the group into different situations and good situations.
This series he's gone a little bit wild.
My character this year is free and happy with herself and wants her friends to accept reality in the way it is and to grow up.
I guess she stands on her own 2 feet more.
Series 6, rich, goes through quite a change.
He probably comes across to the gang quite charismatic, quite confident, but secretly, he's got quite a vulnerable side to him. He lives at home with his grandma, he looks after her.
For Minnie, it's massively about denial. This year's all about, not being able to come to terms with the things that are kind of happening to her and her friends, and not being able to sort of, deal with the reality of the situation.
He's more in the group, more part of that.
He's the same old lovable Nick, but he's more incorporated in the group now. He's become a lot closer with them, and they know him for who he is, and they love him for that, and he loves them back.
She has a lot of different types of relationships with a lot of different types of people throughout the series.
I see more of like her tomboyish side and just more of her being out there, because she was just thrown into a storyline last year.
He becomes an entirely different person. I think he becomes a feeling human personality.
She is very much still in love with Rich. In fact, it's even stronger than ever.
He's very aware of what's going on around him. He watches and understands people very easily, but struggles to make friends at first because of some of the stuff that he does.
He's more off the walls. He's lost, I think, a little bit of control, and he's sort of going off the rails a bit, I suppose.
You can expect Grace to have a really big impact on the whole group and how the group really need her, and she brings them together.
You can expect a lot of tears, a lot of partying, but a lot of tears.
Grittier, shall we say, violence, a lot of sex, drug use, which is obviously commonplace.
I think you could expect a lot more dramatic, drastic events.
It's exciting, and it's lively, and it's vibrant.
It's very kind of full on.
The parties, the drugs, the sex, everything's the issues that they come across, the emotions they feel are all heavier.
There's a lot more heart, I think, to this series, but not in the sense that we've approached it in a different way. I think there's more heart because more shit happens.
It's kind of more edgy. It's kind of more Skins in many ways. It's a lot more, back to the basics.
You can expect a lot of deep, intense, dark, sinister, sexual, sensual, passionate, erotic, hardcore, violent moments.